lot of their.
Yeah, every time they tried to push into the opponent's high ground, they had a lot of advantages, but they were never able to secure the kills. They kind of got picked before they were able to actually convert on any of their ultimate abilities. So that might be something that Team 7 just had an advantage on and push.
Tarsha's gonna yell at me for this. That's fine.
NA production. But so that's one of the things about push. It's very hard to push into the enemy's opposing like high ground positions. You see that with Esperance, even New Queen Street on that super high ground or super high ground. So going into these next fights, or going into these next maps, Goonin is probably going to try and pick maps that lean more to their strengths, letting Igniter and Pied get more longer angles, easier engagements onto the enemy team.
Map picks are huge in this. I think I didn't understand the few of them going in, but the losing team being able to pick their map is...
Yeah, so we're going to be going into Escort next, which Team 7 is going to be able to get a ban on.
Looks like Havana is going to be their ban.
And if I had to guess, I'd guess that Goonin is probably going to go for something like maybe Junkertown. That'd be pretty good for the DPS to get some good value on. Maybe Rialto. And they actually choose Circuit Royale, which I forgot about.
Yeah, those long sightline heaven right there. I think Pied and Igniter have a really good prowess.
Yeah. And so Bunny, Boba, and Tuna on the other team, they're both hovering around like gold and plat, which is respectable, but it's nothing compared to Igniter and Pied. So it's going to be really hard for Team 7 to be able to get the picks that they need to on this map, because it's very hard for the tank to kind of go in and get these picks.
Right. But yeah, I wonder if we're going to see Poke then, probably. Coming out from both teams, I assume? Or potentially Team 7 on...
I think Team 7 might go dive. I think they're going to stick the Doomfist, keep the Lucio Curie, try not to take that 1v1 with the DPS line.
It's true. As long as they can... Either... Story is, as you said, very... going in soon.
But yeah, but honestly, both teams have been doing pretty well so far. It was a relatively evenly placed match. Unfortunately, Team 7 got the advantage just because it was really hard for Goonin to push in there. But they did win a lot of fights, and they kept it around the middle for most of the time. I'm hoping that kind of translates to this next match.
I think it's close enough that the map could just here. It's a really good chance to kind of bring it home.
We're currently streaming from.
Oh yeah, we could
talk about a situation. This is our first like live casting of it for Overwatch. We're in Baker in room 1. We have an audience of people.
I don't know if you can hear them, but they're cheering.
They're sitting.
But yeah, I don't know if you're on campus, you can. Something like it. Pretty fun. We have food, pizza. And... no, that's. Oh wait, yeah, let me fix that. Okay, sorry, Cheddars. Quick fix for the people in the room. Could be one of. That work. Okay. Oh, we'll see if that works. I think I fixed it, but. Okay. So Team 7 is currently discussing strategy, as they're saying. Who knows how long that's gonna take? Of course, it is. He talks sometimes, so. So were there any subs?
I don't believe there are any subs. They're gonna stick with the same lineup.
Because I heard there was a little bit of discussion beforehand about. But
Yeah, so we're gonna be going into circuit with Huab Gooning taking defense first. So I assume they're gonna set up on the poke composition, make it really hard. I'd hazard that they're either gonna go Ramatra or Sigma. Sigma's probably the better pick, but depending on if Alistair is comfortable on him, we'll see. I'd hazard 3, 2, 1. Sigma's probably the better pick, but and we do see the Sigma coming out with a double flex DPS or backline with Baptiste and Zen.
For a second, I saw Tori on the Reinhardt, and I thought we were in for a show.
And we
but
do see the Sigma
unfortunately
coming out with
not.
a double flex. Might be, as you can see, they're running the Lucio Lifeweaver, which is very unorthodox. It seems like Team 7's going to be taking kind of a pseudo rush poke style. They're running the Lucio Lifeweaver, which is very unorthodox. They're gonna the way this matchup matchup is probably going to go is that Who Up Gooning is going to try and keep their space away from the enemy team, stay away from the Casty, stay away from the way this matchup is probably going to go, and just play for picks from. Going to try and keep their space away from the enemy team, stay away from
I'm turning that off. That's going to cause lots of problems. Never mind. Sorry, we might have to play without game audio for a second. I tried. It did not work.
We'll try and tell it for.
I'm turning that off. That's going to cause lots of problems. Here's my guess. I think Cav might have it on in the background, actually.
Oh. Didn't take the TV. Ooh. And you can see Tori is swapping over to the Reinhardt.
I don't know.
But they're deciding to go back.
Yeah.
They tried their best.
They tried their best, for
But
sure.
this is going to be really tough for Team 7 to try and take space. And Zeno is swapping over to the Baptiste. So, something to consider. Already forcing out the May block. Molten playing very far up, though. Has to be a little careful not to get caught out.
Yeah. Have to be wary of where
Dropping to give space. And I think this is the right play, to be honest. They want to keep backing up. Molten does need to get back on high ground, though, and like stop his team from getting picked. Oh, and Fatboy Phil going down early.
That's my money getting low as
Mustard
well.
does get traded, though, and Bunny Boba going down. Molten does get killed, and
I don't really know where this fight is going. Oh, okay. Well, Team 7 won. That's
Team 7 did win. Goonin might be able to get a pick, but Molten just dropped so early in that fight.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to stop any pressure from the enemy team. They were able to just walk for free and kill the rest of the team.
Yeah, and for sure. Oh, and on to Doomfist now. I think playing back of Poke was
Does get
stall probably, but
rocked out of his contest, and unfortunately is gonna have to be going back to spawn probably.
not value from that. I wonder if he's gonna stick Doom.
Get up to the score, by the way. Did the score.
Oh, you are. All right.
Not any production, we swear.
Push was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Two. Perfect.
But they're taking a very aggressive angle onto this next point, playing at the opening, and Molten is transitioning over to the.
Owie!
What the heck was that?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna touch that anymore because it yelled at me. But
Goonin getting really low, but looking for a Deadeye and getting Toimani. And they do get the rest of the team. That's probably going to be a point B capture.
yeah, Team 7 kind of just steamrolling through this. They're 4 minutes in, and they've almost captured point 2. I think Goonin is kind of struggling to find a way to push through this damage. 7 is giving out cohesively.
And they are going to get this cap, and teams Goonin is going to be forced to back up. And you can see the Bunny Boba still has their mail, which is going to be a little bit tough to use against this team.
Yeah,
because they're so mobile. But it could get a lot of value if they catch somebody out, like either somebody on the back line. So that's something to think about.
Yeah. Need to pay attention to cooldowns, though, if they're going to use that.
Ooh, and Bunny Boba going down early, getting picked by the Sojourn.
No mailed, I guess.
Yeah, no mail for this fight. And who are going to try and take the advantage by pushing forward, trying to get some picks, capitalize off of that. Molten is very far in, looking for a pick onto this Lucio, maybe. Kuna does go down with the Lucio following suit afterwards, and they're going to be resetting.
Igniter investing the overclock into this fight, but I think Goonin's economy is looking good enough that they can sacrifice one.
They are playing really far outside. They got to be careful not to get pincered from the rest of the team coming back from spawn.
Yeah. If they get picked there, then a lot of card progress for Team 7, and that could some scrambling. So definitely take that opportunity to back out. The Kitsune comes out from both.
Kitsune does come out. The mail coming in, but doesn't get anybody. And Molten going in with beat is able to play super aggressive, looking for a punch onto the May. Oh, and Tori going down and all losing their gravitic flux before they could even use it. Hyde playing really far forward is getting punished for it, but they do trade that with Tuna. And they're going to be looking for a pick onto this May to try and equalize and finish off this fight cleanly. Yeah. Blocking to get fully empowered punch. Oh, misses the team, but they are able to get back and stay alive, and they're going to get a clean fight win.
Yeah, Tori going down early there with the flux as well. That's not only hard for them on this fight, but obviously they don't have the flux anymore. That's going to put them down all of their ultimates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very true. And they have nothing for this next fight. And even though Goonin doesn't have anything yet, Igniter is probably going to build their overclock by the time this next fight is fully in swing. At 91% right now. And you can see Team 7 kind of posturing on high ground, trying to get in aggressive position.
Trying to find an opening here.
Igniter finally getting out of that overclock. We'll see if they pop it early for this next fight. And with the Doom going in, looking for the trade onto the Pied, but they don't get it, and now Igniter's going after the shooting range, trying to find a pick. Looking for Tori, does get the pick with the help of Pied. Finds Tuna as well, looking for anybody else that they can finish off with that ultimate.
Tori going in a little bit too far with that overclock, and Igniter saw that and turned around and was able to shed enough burst damage to bring... Team 7 has... Both teams are probably going to have Kitsune coming into this fight, so I imagine that's what we're going to see.
Both support ults as well for the side of Team 7. Mullen playing very far forward, just playing for ult. Not really sure what he got out of that. But honestly, with Kiriko using their ult there, they just want to back up all the way. They don't want to fight this at all, but Pied still goes down. Alistair going in, trying to find a pick, but unfortunately is not able to. They're still trying to equalize this by killing Tori, who does get super low.
Tori
but they're not able to finish off the kill.
Can't go in for a little bit though, so they're gonna have Team 7's gonna have to play back until they get full health.
They do have a Kitsune though, which they are gonna use aggressively. They just gotta be careful about this, about the Junkrat for getting any straight picks. And Tuna actually gets Pied with a magnetic grenade. It's very surprising to see come in, and they do get traded eventually by Igniter. His D1's duo picking up the slack for him.
Yeah, Igniter kind of just forcing 3 back there, isolating Tuna.
Going to this next fight, we're going to have a very ult-heavy fight with both Pied, Igniter, and Fatboy Phil having ult on the side of Goonin, and then Tori, Bunny Boba, and Mustard having ults for Team 7. So both of them are going to have beat. They're going to both try and beat as late as possible to try and get as much value as possible. And we'll see who comes out on top. You see, trying to posture and trying to find a good dive target. They might be looking for Pied. Obviously, he's on high ground alone. Does drop with punch, gets everybody on the enemy team.
And that's going to be a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Bud goes down.
Wow.
Support's able to keep everyone up by the very slim margins. They did use all of their ults, though.
They used all of them. A lot coming out.
So they did use beat and overclock, both of which probably weren't completely necessary after they got the pick on Tori.
Yeah, but...
Going to the next fight, both teams have... Goonin is going to have Molten and Pied with their ults, and hopefully they're going to use those to kind of like space the enemy team, try and build up enough time for their supports to get a bit more ult charge.
Only 45 seconds left on the clock here.
Yeah, going on to the final 2 fights. Tori very far in right now. Molten getting really far in, and Igniter going down to the ultimate. And with the Kitsune Rush coming out, Goonin is going to try and back up and live this. But it's not enough. Bunny Boba does go down, though. And as we know, on these kind of maps, it's very important to stay alive at the very end because you can start trading and then you'll be at a disadvantage because of spawn points. And with Fatboy Phil, Fatboy Phil gets shanked.
They do have the close respawn, so...
Yeah, they are going to be able to get out, but they're getting traded one by one. And with the beat to keep them alive, they're going to be at a heavy advantage in this upcoming fight. Molten's going to be trying to stay alive to keep this going, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah. Tries his best, but that's pretty good from Goonin though, keeping them to overtime. Especially
after getting destroyed in the first 2 points, they had a really good hold. So
I think this map is just so distinctly different between the first half and the second half, and I think that's exactly what happened right there. Goonin just did not have the kind of long stain, I guess.
Yeah, and so looking to this next fight, Goonin is probably going to be able to play a lot more aggressive with these attacking sightlines. I feel like they kind of struggled on defense because they weren't able to really establish their identity. Because they had the poke DPS, but then they swapped to the Doomfist, and they weren't able to really get set up, and Tori was able to disrupt them enough that they weren't... They were never in position to really have a good hold.
Yep.
And so hopefully on attack, they don't really have those limitations. They're able to go kind of full send it a bit more. And we can kind of see that happening with Molten choosing Winston out of the gate. So this will be interesting. Claymani probably going to be going over to the Kiriko as well. Pied, I'd assume, is going to be on the Tracer. Yeah. And so the name of the game here is going to be Team 7 trying to weather the storm of Goonin jumping on their backline every single fight.
Yeah. T7 on the Symmetra. They're pushing really far up. There's something I want to see here, but I don't know if they're going to do it. No, they're not. That would have been funny, though. I mean, based on their attack, I thought they might set up on that little roof area. Oh, my lord. What is that?
Pixels.
Okay, there we go. We're good.
Any production?
Any
They are doing it.
Yes, they are.
Teething onto high ground.
Okay.
We'll see if Goonin expects this at all. They might have seen it out of the gate, and they do know that they are there. And the thing is that Goonin can kind of just take point. Oh,
No.
really? They should just send high
Yeah.
point. But
it looks like going back up. I'm not sure what the plan is here, but they seem to
kinda
be getting
just keeping
picks.
space.
So.
But Tori is very split from the rest of his team. He might get jumped on.
And
And very far forward with no TP. It's going to be very hard for them to live this. And they do
Yeah.
get traded. The spawn
Tori-
hold was a valiant attempt, but unfortunately they're going to be going down and it's going to
Yeah.
be going to waste.
Tori TPing back in there, and then the TP going away was for a Sigma. You do not want to be in that position.
Yeah. Molten correctly assessing that he could not go in there, is waiting a bit longer. Trying to just keep the space. And with Tuna going down, they're kind of getting these staggers. It's very hard for Team 7 to get ready. Yeah, one thing to note here is Field's only at 26% to beat, with Mustard being at 75. That could be a giant game changer on this first point. If they're able to get beat first and go aggressive with it and start trying to lap them. Ooh, they missed the landing on that engagement. And Hope Gooden probably going to be going in with a duplicate onto either the Cassidy or the Doomfist. And we do see a duplicate coming out, but gets traded. But Pied and Koimani getting 2 picks. As long as they're able to chill, they do get the 3rd pick. They are up 2 right now. Oh, is he able to live? He is. And they're going to finally probably get this first point. Tori going way too far in, getting traded out. And they're not going to be able to recontest this.
Not hitting that punch, yeah. Mustard not happy about something there. I saw that chat message. Did not think he should have died.
You can see a point A capture coming out from Huab Gooning. And they, while doing this, they're able to keep a lot of their ults. They're going to have Kitsune for this next engagement, which is going to allow them to... which is probably going to allow them to stick pretty far in and allow Molten to really get as much use of his engagement as he can. And you can see I'm using Primal very early on, trying to disrupt the enemy team, make some space. And they do use the lamp very early, which means that they're probably going to be able to get some picks. Oh, but Tuna unfortunately getting a pick onto Tracer.
Yeah, Molten not able to do too much though, because Team 7 is just focusing them down so much even through the Primal.
And that was with no ult invested as well. Oh, well, Tori does use ult at the very end there, but you know.
Yeah,
they have enough in their back pocket that that's not really too much of an issue.
That'll be fine. And yeah, Doom ult is not necessarily something to be used offensively either, so I think Team 7 will be okay here. A lot of ultimates on both sides though, I think. Both supporter ults for each. I think that beat duel is going to kind of be something to look out for here. Also Pied on the pulse. If you can get an early pick here.
Yeah, but see, Molten on the Tog, it's a very interesting pick. When this meta, he takes a lot of damage, not able to do a ton. Ooh, they do get a pick though.
Or not? Oh.
Big plays. Oh, they're going to have to hide from that, and Igniter gets picked.
Yeah. Oh, Pied with the pulse.
Pied getting 2 of them, Molten getting Xeno.
Okay.
And they turn this around from seeming a lost fight to winning it.
Yeah, Pied going kind of crazy there.
Yeah, getting, I think, a 3K and a 2K pulse at the very
2K
start.
pulse, yeah. That was not looking too good with the window, but...
Yeah, they did trade a lot of ults. They used both supports and pulse, and they're only going to be going to this next fight with Duplicate, which is going to be a little tough because the other team is going to have both DPS ults and the...
Oh, okay. We're seeing some interesting tank heroes coming out now.
Oh, and the Mauga counter swap.
I don't know about
we
this.
We could see it coming. Mauga being pulled in. But if they're able to live this cardiac overdrive, they might be able to... Oh, no, big copy, though. If they're able to get this... Oh, the lamp was too late, not able to keep Molten up. And
barely too late, yeah. And Hope Goonin is not...
If they copied a little bit earlier, there might have been a chance that they could have turned that around, but it was just...
Yeah, Tori almost going down at the end there, but I don't think that would have mattered either because Mauga gets back pretty fast.
And Molten kind of swapping again over to the D.Va, trying to...
This is just, both tanks just trying to stay ahead of the other one. This is turning into a bit of a swap duel.
Yeah, basically Pi is coming back on another pulse. If he was able to get another 2K with this pulse and get this fight win, that's going to be big for their final fight push.
Bunny Boba with a pick onto Pied, though.
Yeah, going down early. Pied really needed to stay alive here.
There, yeah.
And Molten having basically no DM, they're going to be chased down, and they're going to have to try and hide, or else they're going to all get picked. Ooh, they're going really aggressive. They do get Xeno out of that, and getting Lamp as well.
Yeah, both the BAP and...
Not really sure what's happening. Tuna getting the pick onto Koimani, though, is going to force them to play a little slower. Looking for another copy and pulse. If they're able to go fast while the Baptiste is still coming back, the other team's going to be a big disadvantage. If they're able to chunk down the Mauga, there's almost no heals for him. They need to be going super aggressive right now, and they're deciding not to for some reason.
Yeah.
But hopefully looking for a copy onto this Mauga. And they do. Trying to chunk him down. Oh, it doesn't get anybody in their ultimate, but Pied goes down anyway.
Yeah, Ignite are going to be looking to try to counter with their own Mauga ultimate here,
yeah,
probably.
They're at 70. Ooh, the window comes out, gets a ton of value. Ooh, Igniter going up against it. Oh, they barely escape with their lives. Molten probably going to be looking for a bomb soon enough. I don't know if they're going to be able to get out of the way in time. Oh, they do hide all behind that one pillar. Or not really a pillar, but the cover.
That does group them up, and I think Igniter was able to get a pick off of that.
Oh, Bunny Bubba getting down. Igniter falling really low, but they're able to live, and both DPS options traded out. They're not going to be able to contest this. They're going to have to back up. Yeah, Goonin just completely ran down Team 7 there after they were kind of forced to hide in that little corner. I think that threw them off a little bit. And Tori on the Mauga is going to be going down. That is going to be the Mauga conquered for now. Yeah, but they are going to this final point, which is notoriously difficult to cap, and they only have a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So they really want to try and even this up, go into another round, but we'll see. Yeah, we see Igniter setting up or Pied setting up on high ground with the Sojourn swapping off of the Tracer. Yeah, the Mao getting really low right now, taking a ton of damage. The Lucio's not able to heal them. The Lamp is going down as well. They're at a big disadvantage here with almost no resources. If they're able to go fast with this overclock, they might be not be able to live this. Yeah. Pied going and getting one pick. There's a DMAC coming out, which is going to be very impactful, but they're able to get the Mauga. Pied going down. The Sticky is getting a ton of value onto Bunny Boba. Looking for another pick onto the Baptiste, who has no lamp. Oh, are they going to be able to get it? They do.
Yeah.
And going down to final fight. The Zarya counter swap coming out, going to make it really hard for Molten to get in.
Another counter swap. I wonder how many unique tank heroes have been played this single match. I feel like it's gotta be up there.
Honestly, I want to see a Zarya duplicate, to be honest, to try and keep that presence, because it's going to be really hard to keep space. And they do use Kitsune Rush. That cleanse going out in the middle of nowhere. Bomb coming out, getting two of them, going three.
Wow.
Everybody going down, the Zarya getting traded too, and this is going to be a capture.
It looks like they're capping with time here. As long as Team 7 can't get back quickly, I don't think they have any heroes to do that. Yeah, wow. Okay.
That was a super impressive engagement. The Koimani, even though they did miss the cleanse, happens to the best of us. Using that aggressively and getting the picks, and the bomb especially into the opponent's backline, forced them to start the round down like 2 players. And even though they did go Mauga to counter swap, the karma is going to be
that's looking like that's going to come back to bite them, hopefully. I know Molten was probably not happy to see that, so he may be getting justice here as we head into the second round here. 3-3 on both teams.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. Goonin is going to be defending first because they had 7 extra seconds onto their time bank. And now they're going to be seeing a very similar time come to last time, where they have poke DPS and dive backline. Molten is going on to the Mauga, forsaking his values. But honestly, I don't blame him after what he experienced last time.
That's true. He was not the first to swap, so that makes it a little bit better.
All they have to do here is take a long, drawn-out fight, force it to only being one fight, and hopefully Igniter and Pied are able to get the picks to finish this off.
Yep. Yeah.
They're gonna look for a similar strategy as last time, trying to go over.
We'll see if this works out for them this time. Lifeweaver.
Everybody playing together. Placing on the pedal. Oh,
they don't get everyone.
Oh,
they're not gonna have their sig.
There's no tank.
This is so bad for Team 7.
That's pretty bad.
Okay, actually they're able to all get out, but may has to use Ice Block.
May using Ice Block early.
If Web Goonin was able to get a pick there, because they didn't have their tank with them. And they're 30 seconds now.
Igniter. Oh, Mullen getting really low though. Has to be careful. He's playing really aggressive, and he doesn't have cardiac overdrive. Oh, and a big dynamite coming out. Then the Lucio going down. Lester getting picked. As long as they stay alive, they're going to be a big advantage, and they do get the Sigma. And this is a really close hold. And as long as none of them die here, the other team is going to be in a really bad spot.
Both Pied and Igniter with really good offense.
Yeah, the Maid going down, getting staggered. Both DVS probably going to be getting killed, and they're not going to be able to touch.
Mustard tries to run on Lucio, but not there. I think, I don't know. Team 7 got a little bit crazy with their
their strategy unfortunately did not work out too well.
That's, it would have been cool if it did, but and Goonin doesn't have to push it far at all now. They kind of just have to win one fight. That being said, they only have 1 minute and 7 seconds to do it.
But Igniter and Pied have shown that they can get those picks. They're really excel at those long sight lines. I think they're going to be able to get a pick onto one of their backline or one of their DPS and then force the issue. They stop the cart so far forwards that they're going to have to take a terrible touch. So
yeah, Team 7 is going to have to play in a position that does not favor them at all. It looks like Molten's expecting the Maug already with his defense. But yeah, I mean, as long as Goonin can kind of play for this picks, as you said, they only need like 1 or 2, and then
they only need 1 really.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Team 7 is coming out with a similar kind of strategy where they're going to be on the Mauga with the Baptiste and Moira for their backline. So they're kind of forsaking that Lucio, trying to just pump as many heals into Tori as possible. But it's not going to matter because if Tori is forced to drop and contest point because nobody else really can, they use overdrive. They use all their abilities to keep him up, and they don't get anything for it. They're defending because and then what? So they're probably just going to get forced down, if I had to guess.
All right, going in.
Pied taking a long angle off the bat, trying to look for early pick. Probably going to be setting up on high ground. This D.Va is going to work really well against this Mauga, trying to eat anything that comes toward them, getting super low already. And that's cardiac overdrive already used, so they're going to have very little heals going to this next fight. And with Pied set up on an off angle, they're going to get a ton of damage. This Mauga getting really low. Charging into the room. Trying to look for any pick that they can. And they do get Bunny Boba.
There.
The lamp was a little bit too late. As long as they're able to trade this Mauga, this is going to be curtains.
Yeah, Pied's still not being poked out, just farming.
Mauga getting down to 0, Tuna going down.
And that's going to be it?
And we're going to be evening up this series at 1-1. We have a game on our hands.
1-1. Goonin has showed that they, too, can be competitive in this
They have shown up in this series.
All right. Yeah, strong showing from both teams. I do think Team 7's shenanigans did not help them.
Yeah, but they didn't get punished for it, so they still had the same kind of fight. And and Pied getting play of the game going forward. Looking for a pulse, getting the 2K. And that's a big play coming out from the D1 DPS player, Cal Poly.
All right. Yeah. Transitioning. Tarson, you can't yell at me now. We're all ready for it.
And I believe that the next one we're going to is going to be Flash. Is it Flash or Control? It's Control going next. So Team 7 is going to be having a ban with going up next.
Yep. Let's see. 0-1 for that.
Control hybrid Flashpoint. We are being educated by the audience.
Yes. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. Wait.
Big ups to copy.
Wait.
Oh.
Does this work? No.
Okay,
never mind. We're going right back.
Assume that says 1-0 for Team 7, and assume that Secret Royale is 4-3 for Goonin.
Oh, I just didn't hit up. Okay, well that's fine. Oh wait. Okay, now we're going back to it, and now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's working.
Look at that.
All
yeah.
right,
Okay.
that's clean. We are
perfect.
Oh wait, why does that say TBA?
Yeah, that's not something I can quickly fix.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, 2 maps, one to one team, one to the other. Both close games as well, I would say. So. Okay.
Try.
We can. So
the issue is that these are so loud that it goes into our microphone and then echoes really badly for people watching.
I'm gonna try it when the next game starts. Also, I think Kev might have been watching the stream in the background, so it was.
Okay, fingers crossed we have audio.
Yeah, well, we'll try. And maybe out of our control though, unfortunately. My hair is doing some crazy things right now. That's... Okay. Yeah. All right. Lijiang looks like that's gonna be the ban pick.
To Lijiang. Ban Lijiang
from Team 7.
I guess I'm predicting they're gonna go over to Oasis or Ilios, if I had to guess. I think they want to try those dive compositions, focus on Tori getting in.
Yeah, that's definitely what Team 7 seems to be pretty adept at. So, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about right now?
I don't know. We can be waiting for a little bit.
We can be waiting. We can wait for a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna chill out for a little bit.
I might eat a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit hungry. So we will see you guys back soon. Stay tuned because this is a really cool, good match. Okay, bye. Welcome back, everybody. We are into the next game on Antarctic Peninsula.
Tying the series up at 1-1. This is a very competitive series, so...
I want to try turning the game sound back on.
With each mission, my techniques grow more optimized.
Don't give me that.
Hopefully, that doesn't have the stream audio in it, too.
Wait, so are you gonna try to do the audio?
5,
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, do I have to? Okay, sorry. I know I'm like flashbang everyone.
Look alive out there.
Perfect. All right, we got game audio.
Okay. So is it only streaming the game audio through here? So not now?
I sure hope so. We will have Tyler tell us that because he has been letting us know a lot of these things. So we are going to hear Ramatra on.
Yeah, Ramatra going really hard, getting the money Boba very early. And get great to the rest of their team. Wow, that was a quick team wipe. Goonin taking that by storm. I wasn't really watching the start, I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah, they definitely pulled that through at the end there, I think.
And now something about this map is it's really hard. It's really hard to cap when you already have control or recap on this point because you're playing the high ground.
Sure.
If you want to go down to cap, you have to win the high ground fight first, otherwise you're basically down a full player.
Yeah, it's like that one like Gardens map. Is that what it's called? But I don't know. Very similar.
Oh, and a punch coming through, hitting nobody, getting super low with no value, and they're probably gonna get bursted down right here. They have no one to support them, and Tori just beating going very hard,
going too far in there. Not
yeah. The thing about Doomfist is that it's very feast or famine. If you don't hit those punches and you don't get that displacement, you're the one that's displaced. You're the one with no abilities, and you're gonna get killed every time. So for every punch you miss, it's sometimes like 50-50 on if you're gonna just die.
You don't get the shields either, so.
And
you don't
makes you respect people like Zebra so much more because they just never mess up.
Yeah, so you can hit those punches. That's it.
And Tori swapping back over to the Ramatra. So they're going to be taking a close mirror with only Captain. Those are being different. We can see that Molten is going to have the advantage of having his ultimate in this fight, going super fast, trying to burst down, and they don't even have to use their ult. They're already just winning this fight straight up.
A really strong showing there.
Yeah, wow. That's super good discipline. He just held his ult, knew all he did was punch to force them back. He knew they were at a super high advantage. And now they're going to this basically final fight with all of their ults. The other team only has speed and maybe overclock and they could Kitsune coming up.
They could all just press Q right now and it would be fine for them. So.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that happen.
Five ults coming out. And it's already a super hard point. Going up against 5 ults when you have this much of a disadvantage, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. If they're already at 90%, they're being forced to walk out. Tori's going to run out of their form right now. He's going to get ulted on. Their entire backside's going to get punched out. dropping down to point, trying to kill Tori, looking for a... Oh, they do get beat. Igniter getting 2 kills. The Clyde being able to zone their entire team out with his high noon. And they're just gonna kill this. Were there a single death on the side of...
I don't know.
I don't think they died at all.
Goonin, yeah, really, really strong showing there. I think using that Ramatra, those forms perfectly and just running in as a team whenever they needed to get something done, and it worked for them.
Yeah, that was big. You can see they were just really on sync from the very start. They got that pick, they played discipline, they didn't over-engage.
Yep.
And Molten just playing a really good game right now. And you can kind of see the effect of that with Tori swapping back over to the Hog. He's too scared to take the 1v1 and is trying to go a different avenue.
Maybe? We'll see.
Doom is a little more respectable, but it still shows that they're a little scared.
They're not sure what to do here. I think a lot of swaps coming out. They're gonna have to restructure. Although Igniter onto the sim as well, probably just a TP out.
5, 4,
Let's see. 2, 1. They are going to TP. Both teams pulling out all the scratch to win this match. Ooh, and Bunny Boba not knowing where to put it, placing it in a very odd spot. This means that Goonin's going to get a much faster background.
Yeah, they get there first. Especially with the Ramatra, just being able to hold that position is going to be really good for them.
Yeah, we can see both teams trying to stance up, trying to find engagement. Doomfist going in with the Tracer, but misses the punch, and Hyde gets Tuna with a headshot. And now they're able to go in, probably get both. They're just running in, trying to get picks. Looking for the soldier right now, who's way too far in. Lucid coming down next. And they're just getting clean fight after clean fight. There's not a lot that Team 7 can do.
And Molten timing those forms perfectly, just running in, just getting all those punches.
And Tori swapping again, back over to the Hog, and Tuna onto the Reaper. They're really scary to pull. They can't deal with them. And honestly, with these armor changes this season, I don't know about the Reaper swap. It works well in some cases, but it's really hard to get value against armor. It does so little from the pellets.
Yeah, because each pellet does its own small amount of damage.
And it gets reduced by 50%. Oh, and Bunny Boba going down again to Igniter. Igniter's really getting to his stride here. They're able to go super aggressive with punches, looking for the Lucio in the back line. Molten trades again. Yeah, and Tori going down. They're at 34%, and there is no hope for Team 7 right now.
No, Team 7 is... I'm actually surprised who Goonin isn't further, personally. It kind of feels like they should be. But...
And Tori swapping again. This is Mystery Heroes every single fight. Onto the Mauga.
This is crazy. They are not sure what to do here.
I don't know. With High Noon and with High Noon and the Overclock, they're not going to be able to try to go in. This is basically going to be another, for sure, another fight loss if they're not careful. Mauga walking main. We have a High Noon from the side coming out. Oh, not yet. Oh, they don't even need it. They got random punches just taking out Bunny Boba. High Noon coming out again. And as they go in really fast, Ramatra ultimate, staying alive, they're going to get this Mauga. It's going to go into the final fight again. And they only used 2 ults in that fight. And even though Team 7 didn't use anything, they don't have anything to use at all. Buster is the only one with ultimate with B. And Fatboy Phil can trade that. And with Koimani having their Kitsune Rush and Igniter having ult as well, they're going to be able to just pressure them down and win this fight. Trying to get stanced up. And the Kitsune Rush comes out early. The beat comes out. Fatboy Phil going to be hopefully going. Come on, Fatboy Phil, Fatboy Phil, Fatboy Phil. Why is it so late? They do trade, getting mustered out. Mauga's super low if they can find that trade. The Cure goes low as well. Mauga going down.
Molten's really low though.
Molten dies and it's a 2v1, and they're going to be able to clean up shop. And that was a 200-0 victory.
That last fight was a little bit closer than it needed to be. I think.
You just have to beat there. If they beat, you should just not even risk it, just go for it again.
Especially like final fight like that.
I was watching a Spilo video last night actually. He was talking about how teams, pretty much every single time, they're just focused on Lucio. Every single fight, they're just trying to kill Lucio before he beats, trying to get that.
Yeah.
This ends now.
You can such a powerful ultimate. You kind of understand why.
Igniter just popping off, showing why 2 is on V1.
Cooling down.
And
all right.
Wow, yeah. Goonin,
very solid showing from
them. They
them.
initially went down 1-0, but now they're up 2-1, and they have no signs of stopping.
Kind of the first map we've seen so far that's not really been too close. I don't want to like be mean or anything, but
oh, that was a stop. That was terrible.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say that. But yeah. No, that was, but yeah. I mean, Goonin just managing the resources perfectly.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. And we're gonna go over to hybrid next. I don't know What ban do you think they're gonna pick from the side of Philip Gooning?
I don't know.
They might do Nimbani.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna.
They're probably gonna go for Nimbani if I had to guess. Nimbani or Power ESO because they don't
That's
want to.
true.
They don't want to deal with that.
That's-
the dive oriented
yeah.
play style.
I mean, me neither. To be fair.
Oh, and no,
They're banning.
Goonin is banning King's Row. We are not going to be
What?
seeing King's Row in the grand finals.
That is an incredibly controversial pick. I mean, mustard with the these guys hate fun.
In the chat, they said these guys hate fun, and then Molten said pick Smauga, and I have to agree with Molten here. They did pick
We
the
have to
Mauga.
agree. Yeah, I'm a little surprised they aren't taking that King's Row matchup though. I feel like, especially with, like the Ramacha, they were looking really strong.
Yeah.
I feel like they, I don't know.
So see what's going
I feel like they could have won that, but we'll see. We'll see when Team 7 picks. They might have to reconsider. They might have been banking on that. But
I wonder if I should announce this in the Cal Poly Esports server.
Sure.
I think we should. Apparently, game audio is a little too loud. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, game audio too loud. Yep, turn it down. Perfect. What? Elena? Not right now.
To J.
Okay, I'm gonna throw us on the waiting screen. We are talking about stuff right now, and the game is not being started. They are thinking about map picks still. So we will see you guys soon, and we'll be right back. Goodbye. All right, welcome back, everybody, from that little break. Hope you guys are still here, and we are headed to Midtown for this next match, which is a bit of an interesting pick. King's Row is banned, by Who Up Goonin. Team 7 did not like that pick, but it looks like they've made up for that with their little mid-turn pick here. We'll see how that works out for them. Molten sticking on the Armatra, that worked really well for them in the last map. If you didn't catch that, it wasn't very close, to be honest. Molten, the rest of Goonin was just so good at managing all the resources and steamrolling at exactly the right time. Team 7 only got like
Don't give me that deep.
yeah.
Don't give me that deep.
But looks like they're going to be taking a bit of a
Don't
poke
give me
situation
that
from
deep.
here. So if they can play their distance well, I think they should be pretty proficient with the poke from Circle Royale.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a similar lineup for both teams. The Sigma does get a lot of value here, but the thing is, when you're playing Sigma, you rely a lot on your DPS to create pressure and create angles so you can succeed. And with Bunny Boba not being the hard carry to the nature of it, it's gonna be very hard for them to have that sustained pressure. I think not be able to move out of the scope. The shield's already down and getting super low, and Bunny Mode are gonna be going down. If they want to, they can just aggress right now and go start punching. I would wait, get your shield up, put your vortex down, and go. Yeah.
Firing.
Nice. That's my go right there.
I'm just getting. Ugh. Don't give me that decaf.
Just trying to make that rotation there. Get put out, and I think that just put them in a really bad situation. Again, in that corner where Olin was just able to go crazy with the punches.
Yeah, but even though they did get that, or actually, I was about to say that the ult charge was relatively simple, and I actually looked at it, and wow, Hook Gooning's ult charge with the DPS is astronomically higher than the other team. Trying to same strategy, and they're going to get the rotate, but I think that Hook Gooning is going to wait here, or actually, no, they're going to try and engage on this. I don't know why they're doing that. I think, oh, Bunny Boba came down. This is a really interesting engagement. If I was doing something, I would try to wait it out. But Pine getting a pick on Casino is meaning that they're not going to be able to take the engagement at all. And Pine getting Kuna again. Mullen getting mustered into the room, and this Sigma's going to go down. And he's going to farm ult up as well. Nice.
Watching that sightline.
And Who Up Gooning is going into this next fight with almost all of their ults, as opposed to Team 7 with only flexing.
They used window there a little bit.
I didn't know what was going on, to be honest.
Yeah, I saw a window go down, and I was like, oh, there's a window there, but I didn't think much of it. But they did use that.
I think that Tori's going to have to look for a really good flux to try to get their backline. I think that bluff rotation isn't working. They just have to go fast and try and make safe. Get the rock off the Nolan. He does get down super low, but the Dragon's creating a ton of pressure. And Nolan's really low. Oh, he gets stunned out of it. Get the lip of the sliver. They just permanently blocking, getting around the corner. He's going to lift this.
No offensive moves, just
yeah, oh, Igniter has been amazing off angle here, and he gets man shot.
Yeah, that is a lot of punches.
That is so many extra punches.
You can't really support this.
Wow, I thought that Team 7 was going to have that, but they were able to just... And they didn't even use that many ults. They still have Overclock, they still have beat.
Yeah, no, Molten living through that encounter, using the Ramatra ultimate, even though it didn't get much offensive value, just kept him alive, and they were able to turn that around really effectively.
I greet thee.
Keep their full hold here.
Especially with Window, just charging them up.
Let them up.
A lot of work, and much more to go down. He's gonna go down. Wow,
that is a lot of shots.
Let's play the game in my bit. I think it's something. And this puts the Team 7 in a really tough position. Who's gonna touch? They only have 17 seconds. Their DPS are gonna go onto the Symmetra to TP their Doom out of spawn to probably touch.
Swapping some heroes, but I don't think it's gonna be fast enough.
I don't think it's either. Oh, the block. Oh, he gets stuck. Sorry. He groups away. He does get on point, and they do get high. They do die. Bunny and Tuna getting killed. Oh, and they don't touch in time.
That's unfortunate.
Well, they did get the kills at the end, so they would have won anyway. But
yeah.
Honestly, with how bad that touch was, I'm surprised that was that as close as it was.
That's true.
Mullen played a little bit too aggressive, got killed, and
maybe a little bit too cocky there, but yeah, I mean honestly for a pretty good reason. Goonin was absolutely killing that defense. They did not let the Team 7 get any progress on the point. It's very impressive.
very impressive indeed. I think that Hoopgun's gonna do a very similar thing. I think they're gonna stick their mantra, stick the rush, and they're gonna go ball all the way in.
Yep.
Molten does not want to give them any space to breathe.
Yeah. And we'll see. Yeah, it looks like this Ramacha has been working really well for Hoopgun.
Yeah, I didn't pin Molten as a Ramacha player. I don't think he's played him that much in the past, but he's showing that he's very proficient on him. He's especially in a team environment.
For sure, landing the punches, but also as you said, just playing with the team and calling those engagements probably.
I wonder if part of tank is actually just hitting your shots. A lot of times people don't think about it because like it's tank, right? Tank, blah blah blah. But actually hitting all your abilities creates such a big difference between.
When you think about how much damage a single punch does, and
yeah, it's like what 60, 80 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, point is you hit a squishy a few times.
Ethan, is punch 60 or 80?
4,
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
That's a lot.
80.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. So missing those can have a big difference.
Yeah, Molten is not doing that. So.
Hyde taking the Hanzo out, looking for a pick out of the gate. With the Mauga, there's no shields, there's no natural. They only have to use natural cover, and that could prove to be fatal for their last time.
Yeah, Hoopgun just looking for picks here. This is a very similar situation to their Circuit Royale game. All they have to do is kill one.
Honestly, I want to see Hoopgun go all the way around, try and get back on the point and force the other to rotate, which is what they are doing. They're getting all the way around. They're going to go into this room. As long as they have the speed, they'll be able to get it very. Mauga's very far forwards right now. Could maybe get punished.
Yeah, they're looking to the back line to see.
Oh, they did use rail. I would use this opportunity to go while they don't have rail.
Hoopgun really taking their time.
I mean, they do have Hanzo ult coming up, so they're going to probably use this to try and take as much space as they can. If I'd say a diagonal Hanzo ult across this, straight to point, and they're going to split the other team and get a free rotation. And they're going to be looking for the Kiriko, who does TP out. Oh, but they're going to be without a lot of abilities. This time East is really switching the team. But Tuna and Monster do get...
Tuna must be getting those kills, and Tori is still...
Yeah, they do get Funny Boba, which will make it... They have to go fast.
That's true, yeah.
They can't play super far up, but they do have a lot more forward of a spawn.
Yeah, looks like they might be waiting around a little bit though. Yeah, very long fight though from Hoopgun. They wasted a lot of time, not wasted, but spent a lot of time.
Yeah, and now going to this next fight, Team 7 has both support ults. It's going to be really hard for them to walk on them. This window could prove to be fatal.
Yeah, this might. Have we had a draw this tournament yet?
I don't think so. I can't think so.
This could be our first.
Well, they're able to get into the room, so they're going to have decent positioning, but... Oh, that's a very aggressive window. I don't know.
Seems to work for them.
I thought they'd be able to fight at least the high ground, but...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at this fight. Team 7. They have a lot of ults coming up, but Goonin also has all of their ults. They're literally going to be at 5.
Completely lined up. If they just press Q 5 times here.
So I want to see them run down main. I want them to Kitsune.
Yep.
I want them to use beat if they get trapped, especially with Tori using their ult. I would say beat for that, to be honest. And then with the Dragon Strike, with the Ramatra, with the Overclock, I think they're just going to be bursting down. I don't think there's going to be enough to sustain engagement on.
Yeah. On the other hand, there is a chance that Hoopgun blows all their ultimates here, so
that's true.
Hopefully they have enough coordination to not
whichever team is more coordinated. We're in the next fight. Now we're just kind of waiting. They have to go fast. They do use Dragon Strike. Oh, the Baptiste is really far forward. Yeah, most of the punches they do use beat, but a lot of just stuff. There's a lot of things going on.
I don't know.
Tuna on the high ground getting Claymani, but Hyde gets mustard. But Tuna is going crazy on this high ground, getting pick after pick. And even though they did get good value out of their abilities, Tuna just nobody was looking at them, and they got so many kills.
Both teams
Every single ult being used by both
teams use all of their ultimates. There's no wonder I wasn't able to keep track of what was going on.
I was just looking at all the bright flashing colors like, what is happening?
I stopped watching the screen and started watching.
That was a
the
great
feed.
choice by Kevin to spectate Tuna though.
Yeah, that's true. That was a fantastic angle that Tuna took. Getting a lot of those really valuable shots.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go fast here. It's already 8 seconds left. They have to just be straight to point. And at least Mold is getting them over. Oh, Goni Bobo placing really far forward, but survived. This car wash is doing a ton of work.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to touch next, which Mold does, but so you have to get another touch. All these turrets are making it very hard. And they don't touch.
That's gonna be the first draw of our tournament.
7 o'clock.
No. We did not need this right now.
Wait, what do we do? Do we just like ignore it?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess we just ignore it.
I guess I just don't update the team.
Yeah.
This ends now.
Well,
Look what this player is incredible.
there's just too much going on. This is back to like.
Cooling down.
I don't blame them.
But stellar performances on defense by both teams, not allowing anything to be honest.
Yep.
I'm kind of surprised that they were not able to get any value. I know that they had wall, they had Malco, which made it really hard to get value with their DPS ults, but you kind of have to play. You have to know that they have that and alter your playstyle to try and bait those out. You maybe even lose the fight. You go into the next fight with a big advantage.
That's true. Yeah, honestly, if they had just waited a fight, they could have taken that pretty easily. Because Team 7 is forced to use ultimates there if they're losing the fight, but Goonin has that flexibility. Also, if they had poked Tuna out there, Tuna took a crazy angle. Right, hopefully we get into this next match soon. We are running low on time, actually. Plus one. Oh yeah. +1+1.
No.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
No, because then you get a free match point, and
Well, yeah. Well, 0-0. We are drawing this out as long as possible. It seems like. I'm very surprised that both teams were not able to make any progress, especially because on other maps it kind of felt the opposite. And yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna actually put the screen on stream on pause for a little bit because it seems like they're still debating the rules and selecting the next match. But we will be back soon. Yeah. Awesome. We will see you guys at a later date. That's not true. Later time. Bye. Alright, we are going into the next map. This is going to be Flashpoint, and to nobody's surprise, they have picked Sarasa. I think. I mean, obviously kind of the default choice in any tournament situation, and then looks like they're...
Yeah, Sarasa is a fan favorite on most people in the tournament.
Yeah, Doom's coming out from both sides, I believe. Funny Reaper guy on Team 7 as well. So, yeah, both teams playing a bit of a dive composition. I think Goonin sort of...
I think Goonin have the advantage here. I think Pied on Trace is going to get a ton of value. Bunny Boba is going to be very hard for her to get in and get any... honestly, get on any target.
Yeah. I assume the Reaper's just going to stay back and try to poke out the styles. But we'll see how they play it.
Pressure onto this. This is very far up. Very low already.
Barely gets out.
Yeah. Trades are putting a lot of pressure onto the enemy team, forcing them to turn around and not look at the enemy. And Bunny Boba going down to Kuna by Koimani.
It's going to be a pretty early pick, and that's going to give Goonin a pretty early pick over point here. Team 7 forced to back out and take control slowly as they themselves to be fully gripped up.
It's going to be like, it's basically a full fight, but even though they only got one pick. Yeah. They do have empowered punch, so something to look out for. The toggle link for a punch, toggle with the DPS for the support. As a guess. And Juna going down again. They're not able to get any respite, just going down one by one. And then Tori's going to be following. The Lucio is probably going to be next. And they're able to chase these kills and kill all of them if they're not careful. Which I think is what they're going to do.
Very strong.
Oh, that's so close. But pretty dominant showing so far from Goonin, and it's kind of shown by Igniter already having their ultimate, Hyde being very close behind, and Molten also being really close to ultimate. They're going to be able to put a ton of pressure, and even though they do have Kiriko ult with Zeno, I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, Team 7 just not able to keep up with the immense amount of pressure.
This ends now.
Finally going down early. Looking for a big punch for a pulse, and they unfortunately not get it. Tori getting two of them to start.
Yeah, Team 7 had a bit of an advantage here.
Ooh, they're looking for this catch though, and they do get the Cassidy. Lucio's going down, but honestly, if they just wait it out and recontest with 4v5,
Yeah.
they're gonna have a much better fight.
Yeah, Goonin can take this quickly and pull it right back from
Just
Team
keep
7.
in mind that both teams do have beats, so it's probably gonna be a bit longer of a fight. Tori getting punched, getting super low. They already use cleanse, and even though he does have ult, they use converting for ability. Tracer getting punched, they're getting super low. Tori forced to use their ult. There's like no follow-up on anything.
Yeah.
Oh, Bunny Boba going down, getting chunked down. They're gonna go down as well, and this seems like a fight win that's gonna be going the way of Goonin.
He comes out from Bad Boy Phil. So it looks like it might have been a slide.
Yeah, I think it's the right choice here. Oh my god!
Trying to
They're
cancel
1
that
HP. They need to turn around and kill this Cassidy. Oh my god, Tuna. All he had to do was punch him, and he didn't.
Tuna, yeah. Tuna pulling that trigger just at the right moment. I think Holm pulled back for the punch there, but wasn't able to get it off, despite being so close. And Team 7's going to pull that around completely and just take that.
Yeah, they had such a big advantage there, and they just ignored the Cassidy. Bolton tried to get it, but just stood in front and got dead eyes, so.
Yeah. Very back and forth there.
Really quick time now. Oh god, big punch off the map. They're being killed. Looking for Lucio again. Everybody's super low.
So much damage.
Wow, going crazy right now.
Molten is just taking advantage of the fact that all of them is just kind of in that one little place and just spamming abilities, and that's so many shields and so much value out of that.
Yeah, continuing down late as well. They're gonna get a clean cap. They're probably gonna get up to probably around 40% before this even starts.
Another very strong start for both teams. See if they can keep.
Yeah, they gotta keep this advantage. A big punch. Oh, and they're going aggressive now with overclock. And then with the, they're probably gonna be backing up and trying to trade space for the Kiriko ult. There's no reason for them to fight this. Ooh, but Fatboy Phil getting caught out. Igniter also getting caught out.
I mean, Team 7 using both the Kitsune and then after that, this Lucius speed.
Yeah,
Who have Goonin just could not make that rotation.
that's kind of good between like really seasoned teams and not. A really seasoned team would be able to disengage there. Everybody would walk the same way, but the Kiriko was a little slow. Fatboy wasn't on speed exactly at the start, and they weren't able to get out in time.
Being able to react to situations like that is so hard sometimes.
But they did get up to 50%, so
That's good progress.
good progress. Looking for Tori again. I think getting really low off the bat. Tori going down, not even doing anything. We're looking for this Lucio next.
Area cleared from somebody. It doesn't look like it got any.
Yeah, unfortunately, no areas were cleared. And just resulting in death. They do have to cap this point.
Hyde doing a lot of work there. A lot of damage on the Ruthless and obviously 3 kills and the kill feed at the end.
Very important to back out. Trying to get empowered punch back online. I think you're just for not shooting the block and do this.
Yeah.
I know it's very tempting to see that shiny giant object to the edge, but
I do that.
and here they have a lot of ults beside of Kitsune. They might try to take an aggressive Kitsune, which they do, trying to get a picks. Oh, but Koimani goes down to a headshot by Tori. They might still be able to trade this though. This Lucio is playing really far in. NAA, but the on point they are taking the victory. Oh, Tuna getting a nasty shot, but it's not going to be enough. I'm looking for the Lucio next for the Reaper, and they're going to tie this map up at 1-1.
Yeah, Molten not hitting some of those shots, but I think honestly it was enough of a distraction that again back on point. Goonin was just standing up the fight the whole time.
Sometimes the most important thing isn't actually winning; it's just keeping them looking at you long enough for your team to win.
For sure. I think that's a great example of that.
Comes across the map.
Yeah, Team 7's gonna. Actually, they might be getting to the point at about the same time here. Team 7 on point, but only with a few of their players. So Goonin's probably gonna take this a little bit slowly and see if they can find an engagement window. I'm getting low.
Ooh, Tori and Tuna getting kicked off the gate. They try to trade it. Oh, Tuna does go down. And Pi does get Xeno. It's a 3-2 right now. They all are super low. Tori going down as well. Pi just going crazy right now. Big punch.
Okay.
Giving this Lucio next. Oh my god, dynamic duo.
The Hyde and Molten 2-man team is just cleaning up the point there. And that's going to be,
Wow.
Goonin, they started off with a bit of a disadvantage because they got to point second.
They got, I think 2 of them got picked, but they
Yeah.
did. Carson and Hyde especially just went crazy there. And now they're buying their time waiting. They do have a lot of ults coming in. They're probably going to play around the DPS ults for this fight. I'd assume that Igniter's going to go in with an overclock once the other enemy team engages onto them. And they do look for an engagement, but gets one. It's a little bit too far. But Fatboy Phil getting punched off by that. But honestly, you definitely want your Doomfist over the Lucio, so this is a good trade to take.
I think so.
And another punch coming in onto Bunny Boba, going down to 4 HP. Oh, and finally drops. Yeah. And let's see back up. They're already until final fight territory for this point. They just need to play a little slow.
Yeah. Igniter landing a very nice headshot onto Tori and just evaporating his health up into thin air.
People playing on the left here. They're trying to take
Kind of
engagement.
split a little bit.
They are playing split. Oh, but I think they're going to go for a fast engagement here, especially if Koimani's able to get their ultimate up pretty fast. A beat coming out from both teams, keeping everybody up. Tori playing really far in, though, and not having the ult to get out. Oh, whoa.
Igniter looking somewhere, I don't know.
I think Igniter was a little desync, but it doesn't matter because the team had the ults, they had the team play, and they're going to be living this.
Yeah, Xeno just having to get out now. They might get picked, though.
Nice. And now they're up, even though they started down 0-1, they're now up 2-1, going on to match point for this map.
Yep, who have Goonin with the chance to bring this series to a 3-1, which would give them match point. So we'll see if they can carry this momentum to the next point.
Yeah, and looking into this next fight, Team 7 has nothing. They only have the tire, which is going to take a second to get up. And they're going to be going up against Kitsune. That's going to give a ton of value, probably. And Tori already getting super low, forced to back up. Oh, they got to watch out for Tuna that's on the flank on the right. This off angle is going to be really nice. I would want Igniter to try and pressure this. And they do pressure him out, force him to back up. And now with Kitsune, they're forcing Team 7 to walk into them at a very big disadvantage. And getting a cap for free here is massive. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be ticking up the entire time. Igniter looking for Tuna, trying to take the 1v1 at 55
another-
HP.
Another close slide there.
Oh, a tire coming out onto the
Honey
side. A
Boba.
big. Oh, and Igniter
Taken
shooting
out
the
by
tire.
Igniter not letting that go into the FC's
Yeah,
team.
no advantage for them with that ultimate.
And Mullen holding both of his supports
Oh,
hostage,
big pulse
though.
coming from Pied onto
Yeah.
Tuna. Bunny Boba also going down to Igniter. The DPS putting
Oh.
it into action. Tori going down as well. And this is honestly, they're going to have to recontest in this final fight again.
Yeah. Yeah, both Mustard and Zeno kind of taking that dive off the edge there to get back to point faster.
Team 7 has to contest here, or otherwise they just lose.
Yeah, they that was smart because they really need to get back to point quickly to form a cohesive push.
Yeah, and they have a ton of ults here. They still have Kitsune
Yeah.
even after all of that, so they're gonna use that for when they engage. They're gonna have Igniter with their overclock coming up,
Look
which
at
they're gonna
this
use
angle.
early, which is walled off, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Oh, and Xena going down to
Zeno.
Molten early. Everybody going super low. Tori getting low as well. They're gonna be looking for their ultimate, but I don't know if they're gonna get anybody with it. Tuna falling off the map somehow. What a punch by Molten! Oh my god, that was insane.
Yeah, B comes out, but does not matter.
Yeah, they had their, let's say, both ults for
They
the
had-
full
yeah.
fight, and they come out victorious, going up 3-1.
Yeah, they.
Alright, very good. But yeah, wow, what a dominant performance. I thought that was gonna be a lot closer off of the first.
Yeah,
map.
yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a lot closer off of the first map, or first round. I want to see what's going on
I
here.
don't know. Kiriko played.
Oh, this is when they caught them
yeah.
out, and they just couldn't back up fast enough. Pretty clean performance overall.
Yeah, that was a nice little. Oh, okay. Ah!
I saw that coming.
No, I know, I didn't. I get too like engrossed in the play of the game, so I just
Watching
have
too
to watch
closely.
it. I'm like,
Production.
yeah, Cal Poly production. It's a little rough here. Oh, speaking of Cal Poly production, I can update the score because it's 3-1. Yay. All right. Anyways, yeah. 3-1. That means Huop Goonin is at match point, and they've been carrying a lot of momentum through a lot of these fights. I think obviously a little bit of a rough start for them on the first flashpoint. They weren't able to really hold their position on the point very well, but they definitely stepped it up in the later rounds, and it was a pretty strong showing for them through and through. I might swap out real quick to the away screen because these map picks have historically been taking a little bit of time to do. But we will be back to you right when that finishes. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. Yeah, goodbye.